Hey everyone, welcome to Where Universes Collide, episode 6. Woo! Man,
Oh!
last week was crazy. Thank you to everyone who came out and voted. We had over 50 people vote on that episode, the most ever. It was that close, and we thought I won it, but during the recount, it turns out that my good friend over here just won by one vote. So,
Every vote matters.
except for Radford's. It shouldn't have mattered, but it did. So episode 6 is getting ready to get kicked off, but let's go ahead and let's get ready to run that intro. I'm Josh.
I'm Seth!
Come to the dark side. I have you now.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're so glad to have you guys back.
Yes,
Episode
absolutely.
6, like Josh said, crazy voting this week. Over 50 votes on multiple different posts. Appreciate everyone who put their energy and effort out there. I even had people still reach out to me and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed voting. So it's okay. I don't know where you would have voted, so I won with the results. So I'm okay with you missing last week. Just make sure if you vote this week, you vote for me. So I am leading right now the debate count. It is 4-1, 4-1. I need one more to lock up the season championship and be declared the undisputed nerd champ this season. Josh brought a very crazy and tough debate last week. Came up short, and he has proposed another one. Another one's going to be it's going to be interesting. We got Deadpool versus Wolverine. I don't have a cool background. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just waiting to drop it. I'm a snake. Right here is my pop Funko zombie Wolverine. As you see it, this is probably the reason it was inspired. Zombies were because he can't die. And so, just being honest, if rabies ever evolved, this is exactly what you would look like. But
Hey, hold on. You're not the only one who brought some Pop Funkos. I got my Pop Funko right here. You just can't see it because my background blocks it out. He came all formal dressed. But wait. Oh, his other friend decided to join us. Yeah, I got 2 of them. What? I win.
Congratulations. You might have a Pop Funko, but I have a solo exclusive Where Universes Collide coffee mug. Oh, you can buy yours today on our online store. We don't have one. Shout out to my awesome wife for making this for me. She's beautiful. She's amazing, and I really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to get my mug.
Josh, you know what also is amazing?
What's that?
We picked up 2 new sponsors this week.
Yeah, we did.
2 new sponsors. First off, I got to give one the one that's pretty closer to me, and I'll let you talk about the other one. Columbus Uppercuts. My boy Peter, Francisco, Joel, dudes over there. I have not been over there for a while. As you can see, I am looking homeless. But them guys over there are absolutely hilarious. They're funny. The quality of their haircuts are it's bam. That shop's only been open for like a year and like 6 months, if that. And the Republic newspaper here in Columbus has already declared them the second best barbershop right now based on quality. And you're talking about a shop that's just now getting rolling. They haven't even filled all their chairs yet. So I'm super proud and excited to have them a part of our program, our campaign, and what we're trying to do. So thank you to Columbus Uppercuts. Thank you, Big Peter Solar. Appreciate you, brother. Josh.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, thank you to Columbus Uppercuts. I've actually been there once, believe it or not. They helped shape this up a little bit and they actually had me looking really nice. Clearly, I've not been there in a long time, but they did amazing work when I was there, and it was a really cool atmosphere. The sponsor I want to talk about, though, is the Student Fund of Hope. It's a great organization that kind of similar to ours. They started up to do something really cool, and they've just exploded since then. They started back in 2018. 2 girls I went to high school with wanted to make sure that the kids that didn't have school lunches paid for didn't have to worry about that. So they did a root beer float stand that just like exploded, and they've raised like I think the last total was like over $6,000 total to help the community, and they just continue to grow from there. They're an amazing organization. Thank you very much to the Student Fund of Hope. I'm looking forward to putting out your commercial, like Seth does a commercial for all the sponsors when he gets them on his side. I'm going to be putting one out for you guys very shortly. Student Fund of Hope. If you guys want to get involved with the organization and get involved in your community, they're a great organization to reach out to. So, oh hey, there's your background.
Oh, look who's here.
Yeah, how is your Pop Funko staying there? Like what? I guess I don't understand.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Last time I gave you the green screen. So, you won last week.
Yeah.
And before the podcast,
Very close debate.
very close actually. I decided to, ask you before the podcast whether or not you wanted to go first or second on starting this episode off. You said you would defer to me and let me go first. So,
yeah.
Are you ready to begin Deadpool versus Wolverine?
Ready.
What? It's okay.
Let's go.
All right, so Deadpool. Where do you even begin to start this debate? Because it's Deadpool. Like everyone loves Deadpool. It's gonna be very hard pressed to find a single person who does not like Deadpool watching this episode right now. He was founded in like 1991. And he didn't start off as like an anti-hero. He started off as the villain, right? And he's grown from that into the character we all love to today. The comics are amazing. If you've ever been someone who read comics, you know that every single one of Deadpool's comics are enticing. They're fun. You love to read them. You like to see what he's going to get up to. And just as far as like the social atmosphere goes, he's arguably the first LGBTQ plus comic book character that we've had, because if you don't know, he's pansexual. Deadpool loves everyone and everything. He's the merc with the mouth. He's hysterical. If you've watched the movies and that's all you've watched, those are fantastic. But I implore you to go and read some comics of Deadpool's, because they're just so much fun. So much stuff happens in it. I mean, you see, like one of my favorite Deadpool comics is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. He kills literally every single character in the Marvel Universe. He kills Wolverine. And in that, he even discusses that his greatest superpower is not just regeneration. It's the fact he's so popular. He breaks the fourth wall all the time. He's like, hey, I'm going to be around. You know why? Because you guys love me. He loves chimichangas. We love Deadpool. I have a lot more I can go off of, but I want to see what Seth has to say to begin his debate over Wolverine, because I think I've got some good stuff to bring up in the next little round of questioning. So, Seth, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Thank you. Hey, I'm definitely going to agree with some things you said on there. Deadpool is hilarious. Ryan Reynolds has fully embraced that in regards to his humor, and definitely, I'm glad he's in charge of majority of that writing for that for that film franchise. But that's not why I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk about the OG Logan right here. Logan, man, aka Wolverine, is probably the first Marvel anti-hero like that was really like badass and took off and was super popular. If you think about it, like all the way up until that time, Iron Man, Thor, Incredible Hulk's not even like an anti. He's still a hero. I mean, but he does violence, but he's not anti-hero. Like it's not like he doesn't care. I mean, he cares about what he's doing. Logan, aka Wolverine, is so badass, bro, that he really broke the mold. And if you go back, I know the Spider-Man first trilogy gets a lot of love for really setting off the Marvel franchise films. Between that and Blade, X-Men was right up there, and X-Men would not have been as successful if it wasn't for the perfect. So we're talking about portrayals and like Ryan Reynolds, right? Like I honestly and Ryan Reynolds is great, but the first perfect superhero casting is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And it's very ironic that I brought up Hugh Jackman last week. And now here we are, going forward. This dude is so BA, bro. The longest lasting casting in and probably cinematic films for comic books, to my knowledge. Maybe the original Superman in regards to brain fart. He got paralyzed. Yeah. Huh?
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves. Yeah. Maybe he rivals that, but other than that, it's Hugh Jackman. And he has nailed it. So you go back and you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom games, bro? Like, who do you want to play with? You want to play with Logan. You want to play with Wolverine. He's got so many legendary moments. But I'd probably say the first big X-Men rivalry outside of X-Men was Wolverine versus the Incredible Hulk, which really, I think was really big since Marvel and Disney have been killing the cinematic universe. I think that's one thing. So we got Thor versus the Incredible Hulk in Ragnarok, but I mean, everybody wants this guy right here, or this guy. I don't know which way this works too. Everybody wants this guy right here to see versus the Incredible Hulk, and I don't know how they're going to go about recasting Wolverine going forward, but it's big shoes to fill because how perfectly it was portrayed. That's just right now me talking about cinematic. I'm not even going to jump into anything else right now. I know you went straight for comics, but I'm going to go with right now. I'm going to ride that cinematic wave, and that's my first argument that this guy is hands down super iconic to where it's very ironic that you when you did the challenge, you said I'm going to pick somebody on your list, and I'm going to give you one of mine. And I'm glad that we're doing this because this is strong. But I'm telling you right now, this dude right here. So let me compare it. The best way I can compare it, right? Zach Brown, our missing moderator. We have a moderator who is long lost, and if you have seen him on a milk carton, please send him our way. But when I told him about the debate this week, because he's a very busy man with work, he's like, "Ooh, that's gonna be tough," because comparing Deadpool and Wolverine is really similar to comparing LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Both are highly respected, but great in their own way. So yeah. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Oh, sorry. Are you done talking?
Yes.
Dear God. So it's funny you mentioned like the icon thing. Like, yeah, Wolverine's iconic. You know who else was kind of iconic? And R. Kelly's iconic. And I don't know if we really want to, talk about icon status as the only thing you really want to go off of, because it's funny actually. It's funny that I bring up R. Kelly because kind of like R. Kelly, Wolverine has an incident in his past with an underage girl. So I'm kind of curious as to how you're going to defend a character who tries to sleep with a very young teenage Mary Jane, Peter Parker's girlfriend at some point. Wolverine he's great, sure, whatever. We all know who Wolverine is, but he had that incident. He's killed a kid before instead of trying to work with the kid, and he killed his own son. Like Deadpool is relatable. We all can relate to Deadpool because what's he do? He uses humor to mask his pain, to mask his loneliness. We all get that. Deadpool is fun and enticing to watch. Deadpool's successful. You talk about iconic. Wolverine has been iconic. Deadpool's iconic now. Deadpool's iconic right now. Okay? There's a reason why in the list of, no, not anymore. Logan's done.
Logan was not that long ago.
It was 2018. And what's funny is you probably wouldn't have gotten Logan, the R-rated great film that it was, without Deadpool's success in 2016. Deadpool set the way for Wolverine to get that R rating, to get that movie that we've always needed, right? All the movies Deadpool has had have been amazing.
There's two.
You can't say the same for Wolverine, can you?
Go ahead.
You can't.
Go ahead,
the only bad movie Deadpool was in was, I believe it was the Wolverine movie where they really fucked up his character.
But it wasn't Wolverine who fucked his character up.
It was still his movie. And it was arguably one of the worst.
That's not this character's fault, bro. Like, your points are really off right now.
Okay. I'm just, if we're going, you talk about movies, batting average right now, Deadpool's 2 for 2. Wolverine is 3 for 5. We'll say maybe 4 for 6. Deadpool, so there's a list, right, of top 50 highest grossing movies of all time for superhero movies. You know where Deadpool is? Both of his movies are in the top 30. You know where Wolverine is? Not there. Logan is, I think, maybe 42nd. Maybe 42nd. Okay. Deadpool is also the first superhero movie to ever get nominated for 2 Golden Globe Awards. You don't see that from Wolverine's movies, do you? The Merc with the Mouth is infinitely more entertaining. Wolverine, he's got that berserker rage. Probably, I've done my research enough to say that in a fist fight one-on-one, Wolverine wins, and it's only because Deadpool can't get close enough to do what he needs to, right? But Wolverine's biggest weaknesses are magnets and water. You know what Deadpool's biggest weakness is? His attitude. He gets in his own way because he likes to make a joke out of everything. We've actually never probably seen him fight someone completely full tilt because he kind of always plays a little bit reserved. He doesn't think that they're worthy of seeing that. If you know the comics, you know exactly how much Deadpool means to all these different characters he interacts with. He's got a great relationship with Captain America, which is surprising. He partners up with Peter Parker all the time. He's kind of in love with Spider-Man. The only person actually who can't stand him is Wolverine, and I think that's a testament because we all love Wolverine, we all love Deadpool, but Wolverine doesn't. There's something off there. Deadpool is completely more relatable to all of us. So yeah, but going back to what I originally thought of, how are you going to defend Wolverine to all that stuff?
First off, that probably took place during a time when it was accepted. When was this written?
2004.
That Logan. I need proof. This really doesn't make any sense.
Go ahead. I don't have the exact comic book episode in front of me, but what happens is Wolverine continues to harass Jean Grey. Is Jean? Yeah, Jean, the Phoenix, and she decides to use her telepathic powers to switch Wolverine into Peter Parker's body. Now, someone can maybe use the argument that, he was in a younger body. It's still his freaking mind. He knows what he's doing, and he knows it's wrong. Go and look it up.
Wait a minute. So, physically, he was in a 16-year-old's body?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother discussion, bro.
But mentally, he's still Wolverine. So he's still a 300-year-old man.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Technically, everybody would be, an adolescent to him, bro. Come on, man. Thank you for proving my point.
What point is that?
That technically everybody's a minor to him because he's 300 years old.
No.
But anyway, what?
That's how that argument works. That's not how that argument works.
That's exactly how it works. So I'm going to touch on some stuff real quick. You want to talk about that shows you in regards back to X-Men Origins with Wolverine, and we had the worst take on Deadpool at that point with the sewn mouth shut and all that. Bro, that's not the character's fault. So I don't want to hear that. That's Fox. That's Fox, the same company that effed up the Fantastic Four 3 reboots. So that's not on the character.
My argument wasn't that it was on. My argument wasn't that it was on the character. My argument was that he was a part of it, and it was his main movie.
Yeah, well, guess what? He didn't even have a main movie at that point. And if it wasn't for this guy breaking the realm, breaking the ground, for this guy, the first anti-hero gets a film. Yeah, that guy wouldn't have had one. Second, bro, you want to talk about comics? Let's talk about comics. Deadpool, Wade, is actually a complete ripoff of a DC character.
You sure about that?
Deadshot. Huh?
You sure about that?
I'm fully confident in that.
It's not. People
Yes.
think it is, but it's not.
Okay.
That's complete. If you go back to the writer, he actually
Yeah.
He was trying to create his own version of Wolverine and Spider-Man. And what did he get? He got Deadpool and Cable. He didn't rip off. It wasn't Deadshot. It was Deathstroke. First off,
Deathstroke. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
He didn't rip him off.
I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep, as you can tell with the one lazy eye.
So no, he didn't rip off Deathstroke. He was inspired by a Wolverine and Spider-Man thing. He wanted to make his own thing, so he made Deadpool.
Yeah, hey, I get what you're saying right now, but what you're really saying is it's that meme of here's my homework. Don't copy it. Change a little bit to make it look like your own. That's exactly what this is. Of course. Yeah. I was really shooting for like Wolverine and like Spider-Man. I'm not, even though I drew the exact character that's over on in DC. This guy right here. Like? There is nobody on either franchise, Marvel or DC, that looks like this guy. This guy is his own character. You can't say he's a ripoff of anything. Of anything. Let me tell you how also cool this guy is. So you know, his metal that's in his body is actually stronger than vibranium, which is what?
Captain America's shield.
Captain America's shield, which is also, you know, found all over Black Panther's country of Wakanda. This dude's body structure, his infrastructure, his skeleton is actually stronger than Captain America's shield, the superhuman. That's how cool this guy is. And he's regenerative. So, yeah, you just sitting there and told me that, hold on. So hold on. You just sit here and told me that the writer of Deadpool was trying to, at some point, do a ripoff of somebody else's character.
Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, it's not, you know, it's not DC related. He was trying to, you know, combine Wolverine and Spider-Man. Oh, so he was trying to being original.
So you're saying artists can't be inspired by other artists. I see. You're trying to suppress other artists.
That's what we're using right now. Inspired. Okay.
Yeah, hey, I like this character. I want to make my own character. He doesn't look anything like Wolverine.
I'm going to give him the same superpowers. You know, he's going to be regenerative. Yeah, exactly. He can't die. Yeah.
There's a lot of
and then I'm going to put him
who have that.
And then we're going to put him in his universe, like this guy's universe. That guy didn't even have his own universe yet.
I mean, it's not Wolverine's universe; it's the Marvel universe. And so, by that standard, okay, so Wolverine needed the Hulk to come into existence.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
He made the Hulk bigger.
No, Wolverine first debuted in Hulk in 1974.
I know that. I'm saying he made the Hulk that much bigger. He gave the Hulk he gave the Incredible Hulk an actual opponent. The Incredible Hulk was used to destroying everybody. This guy can't be destroyed by the Incredible Hulk.
I mean, he has been on multiple occasions, but okay.
Yeah, well,
and I mean, my guy killed him.
In his own comic, yeah. In his movie, he killed him.
He didn't die at the end.
He cut his head off, bro. I get that. Like,
he didn't die though.
God.
He actually, you actually know who did kill him in that movie? Deadpool and Deadpool 2.
Oh, is that when? When he did all the cameos from his movies?
What? When he did all the cameos?
That's the second film, right? Is that the second film where? Is it the first? It's one of the Deadpool films where they use actual footage from the X-Men films for Deadpool.
Yeah, from Wolverine to go back and make up for that loss. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. If it wasn't for that loss, this guy wouldn't even have this. Like Deadpool wouldn't even have a film. Anyway, we've been going back and forth. Let's do a word from our sponsors.
You want to do it? Okay, we'll do that right now.
We can. Let's do it.
All right. Should we try and hit the wheel at the same time to get it started?
Sure.
What time is it? Oh, that's right. Daylight saving time just happened. You know what that means? Summer is right around the corner. You know what people like to do during summer? They like to go fishing. If you're someone who likes to go fishing and you need good bait and tackle people, go to Mondo Strike. They are the people that will absolutely meet those needs that you have. Um, Also, during summer, people like to go to demolition derbies. And you know what? If you want to go to a derby and support a great team, Hilljack Motorsports is the team for you. They've been a sponsor since day one. We appreciate them wholeheartedly. Hilljack Motorsports is the team for you. Now, after the derby, you might want to go grab some food. And you know where else? You know where you can go grab some good food? Camilla's in Columbus off 25th and Central, not Washington like Seth said last week. I mean, Camilla's is pretty freaking awesome. And they make chimichangas, which is the character I support's favorite food. Up next, there's a lot of thrilling things to do, but you don't have to do this during summer necessarily. You can do it at any time. Just set up an appointment with Good Vibrations to get all your tattoo needs met. They do great work. They're located in Columbus locally. They got great events going on all the time. They got a great one coming up this week, which we're going to tag to on this episode. So go to Good Vibrations for your tattoo and piercing needs. And then lastly, our newest sponsor is the Students Fund of Hope. Great organization who does really good work for their community. They give back to the students of hope. And, it's good stuff. Like, that's what we're all about, right? That's what this podcast is all about, is doing good things. And they do really good things. We're incredibly thankful for them.
Everybody, Seth from Where Universes Collide with Josh and Seth, the Pay It Forward program. Hey, so I don't know if anybody's seen my buddy, Mr. Dr. Richard Mauvais. But if you have seen my doctor, I need you to really, really, really reach out to me. He's been missing. He's been on the run. I don't know what's going on with him. So if anybody's seen Dr. Mauvais, please let us know. He's one of our sponsors, and we're concerned. Speaking of sponsors, hey, if you're ever having any vehicle issues and you need some maintenance, and you're in the Indy area, go to Glendale Automotive. They are the freaking truth. They got your back. They're good people. They believe in the community. Go to them. If you have any radio communication needs, I highly recommend you get with J&A Communications. They will service all of your radio needs. But if you're looking to get in shape for that tremendous hot weather that I think we're finally approaching, the weather's breaking, you need to get with Child's Play Fitness. Trayvon Childs is the personal trainer for you. Certified personal trainer, certified nutritionist, professional boxer, four-time Indiana Golden Glove champion. The guy is the truth. I don't know if anybody's seen him do the two-finger pull-up challenge. He can do reps of pull-ups only on two fingers while wearing a weighted vest. It is freaking awesome. Dude's awesome. After you get ripped up and toned up and you're ready for the beach, we highly recommend that you go to Columbus Uppercuts and get your hair taken care of. Obviously, I am going to be setting up an appointment this week because I look rough. But shout out to Columbus Uppercuts, our newest sponsor of Where Universes Collide with Josh and Seth, the Pay It Forward program podcast, where we are raising money in this season, season 1, to give away to waiters, waitresses, and servers in our community. Thank you so much. Much love.
Much to all those sponsors and those commercials. Hopefully the commercials are better than last week's. I know yours was a little
Mine was amazing. Movie quality.
Movie quality.
Mine will be playing on all your local high school television channel news.
I guess it was the same quality as Wolverine. Sure, we'll give it that.
Oh my god!
All right, so this episode's gone on a little bit longer. What we're going to do now, man, I think we should try and wrap up the show.
Yes.
With closing arguments, we get 2 minutes each. Since I started us off, you get to do the first closing statement, and then I'll wrap us up. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Your time starts now.
Listen, I don't know how many times Hugh Jackman was nominated as Sexiest Man Alive, and that's the whole reason why I've got Wolverine, because I relate to him. So everybody knows that Wolverine is one of the most OG and original superhero anti-heroes there is. So everybody remembers the first X-Men film. Yeah, there's been a couple of hiccups where the Fox has kind of screwed it up, but they really straightened it out. It started off amazing, and it has ended amazing with Logan. We'll see where Marvel goes in regards to recasting. But you go back to all the superhero comic book video games, Marvel vs. Capcom. You go back to like the Incredible Hulk, being elevated by the arrival of his first rival that is really that big of a deal. it really is the Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate here. Like, we're debating eras and trying to figure out who's greater and all that. But to me, Wolverine is Michael Jordan in regards to the X-Men universe. And that is, it wouldn't be where it's at without him. Michael Jordan elevated basketball. And I'm telling you right now, Wolverine elevated the Marvel universe. Thank you.
Wow. Holy crap. You have another 30 seconds left. You sure you don't want to use them?
Mm-mm.
All right. All right. My time starts now. Thank you for watching this. Deadpool is going to win because he's Deadpool. We all love watching Deadpool. The movies that we've gotten from him have been fantastic. Ryan Reynolds was the perfect choice for Deadpool. Honestly, because even in the comics, what does Deadpool say? He's a mix between Sharpay and Ryan Reynolds. It's almost the same as when Samuel L. Jackson saw, Nick Fury in the comics. He's like, oh, that's me. Guess what? They cast him as that character, and it worked perfectly. I'm not going to say that Wolverine is a terrible character. I know that I was a fan of Wolverine too, but I've been a bigger fan of Deadpool for a little bit longer. Okay? If we really want to see Hugh Jackman come back and reprise his role as Logan, as Wolverine, you know what he said was his one condition? Is if he gets a movie with Deadpool.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how awesome Deadpool is that Wolverine
I didn't say he wasn't.
wants to do a movie only if he can do it with Deadpool, because Deadpool is awesome. Deadpool's the GOAT. I will give you credit. Your argument about the Michael Jordan thing was a great way to be like, oh, he's Michael Jordan. People like to argue that stuff all the time. Michael Jordan tends to win those arguments. But he's not going to win this one. You know why? Because it's Deadpool. The man who we cannot take our eyes off of, even though his face is so hideous. His movies have been hysterical. We are looking forward to his next movie outing. We're hoping that Disney doesn't screw it up, and they said they wouldn't. We'll see. And then, ultimately, without Deadpool's success, we would not have gotten the perfect ending to the Wolverine franchise, which is Logan. He definitely helped pave the way to get that movie that we needed, to see Wolverine in his truest form, to see that rage that we needed. Also, Deadpool kills Wolverine like 3 or 4 times at least in the comics.
in Deadpool's universe.
Which is the same as Wolverine's. I don't know why you think
Not-
they're different universes. They're all in the Marvel universe. But that is my time. This has been a great episode. Thank you again to our sponsors for helping us. Seth, what's our total at right now?
Oh, man. So we finally hit it this week. We have finally broke the $1,500 threshold. Our current fund, our Pay It Forward program, is currently at $1,530. And after everybody votes for Wolverine, Josh will be making it $1,540.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I got Deadpool, so I know I got this one. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you a character that against Deadpool, but it happens. Thank you again, everyone, for watching this episode. Thank you for all your support. We cannot continue to do this without you guys. We would still probably try, but it would not be as good. So
Absolutely not.
we owe our success to all of you. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next debate. And if Seth for some reason does win, I guess the next 2 episodes are just gonna be me just trying to say the weirdest, craziest stuff. So if you want to hear me talk nonstop for the next 2 episodes, go ahead and vote for him. But if you want to hear me shut up, vote for me.
Oh my God.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. This has been Where Universes Collide. I'm Josh. That's Seth. And may the force be with you.
Always.
macaroni with the chicken strips.